all of a sudden this gentleman gets like all up in my personal space.
Did he just suck her toes on stage?
Lost your camera? Where? How do you lose your camera?
Why are there 50 police officers with AK-47s running in front of me?
She kept saying the N-word.
When he came on that shit, are you alone, fam? That bar right there changed the whole Toronto.
All right, Rolling Loud 2022. This is the first time Rolling Loud is in Toronto.
Okay, yeah, the infamous weekend is finally here. We've been preparing for months. Rolling Loud Weekend, Toronto 2022.
Yeah, man, lots of anticipation for this weekend. I'm the cameraman, so I'm not trying to delegate or dictate too many plans or who I'm gonna see or get my hopes up too much. So yeah, that was my mindset going in.
I'm excited. I've also never been to a festival, so I'm interested in seeing how this weekend is going to turn out for me.
The girls are outside. The men are looking fine.
There's a few performers that I'm really looking forward to see. So hopefully I get to see my guys WizKid, I get to see Fabio, I get to see all the people that I've been looking for. So let's get into this weekend. Day one, I'm taking an L right now. As you can clearly see, my kneecaps are covered, my ankles are covered. Pro tip, if you guys are ever going to a festival in the future, if it's hot, don't wear jeans.
Me and Tresor for sure took an L on the outfits, not because they were bad, but just because it was so hot and we were wearing pants, and you'll see how much of an issue that caused me later on.
I run a little bit late, I'm known for running late. I try to fix it. I try to work on it, but
yeah, it was almost like the beginning of any podcast, Zoe was the last one to arrive.
Look, I understand this whole safety thing. I get it. But the logistics are not logisticking, because why am I walking around this entire place to get to the staff entrance to pick up my band? It should be easy for me. I'm not in GA, I'm working.
I am walking around in circles. I finally see Tresor and Clyde in the corner of my eye. I walk towards them. Security's being annoying. I tell them, hello, I'm Pressa. I'm here to pick up my wristband.
So why are you making me work even more by walking around this whole entire football stadium? What is football? Soccer stadium? What is it? What's the BMO? Is it a soccer stadium? Why am I walking around the soccer/football stadium to get to this place?
So we're walking now on our way to the Pressa interview, and I need to use the bathroom. And I'm not using a porta potty, and it's broad daylight, so I'm not peeing in a bush. So I see this random building. Clyde's like, that's Universal. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So I knock on the window, the door, and some man comes up, and I said, oh my God, sir, so sorry, but I really need to use the bathroom. Can you let me in?
Well. This is no shock to me. How much do you want to bet if me or Clyde tried to say that we needed to go pee and went into the Universal offices, that they would have told us there was no bathroom in the whole office? I guarantee that we would not have been able to pull this off.
I know if that was us, they wouldn't have let us. It's
crazy.
Privilege.
Yeah.
He lets me in. We're good. I'm in there for about 10 minutes because I was wearing a bodysuit. And the bodysuit clips. And girls who know, when you have a bodysuit that clips in the coochie part, you gotta be very careful. And I wasn't very careful because I was trying to rush. Ended up clipping some coochie skin. So when you snap it, my coochie lip, it's got a fat punani. People will know.
Or is it just long lips?
No, ew. Are you? I shouldn't say ill. Some women do have them.
So now you're lip shaming.
Fuck off.
Damn.
Can't be coochie lip shaming on Rolling Loud.
Don't worry, ladies. Long lips, short lips still get ate. You get me?
Short lip.
I'ma eat it.
I'ma eat it. So there's that, but we're gonna leave that because it's a little bit too much information.
So we're interviewing Pressa, right? We have to go off-site. Makes sense. Okay.
So we're on our way to interview Pressa, and I am going through it because the previous night I was at a Rolling Loud kickoff party, and now it is Rolling Loud day one, and it's hot as fuck.
Okay, so you hear Zoe saying that it's hot, right? Just remember that part that she said it was hot.
I am nauseous because I'm low-key hungover and I haven't eaten all day. So I'm going through it. I'm trying to keep a poker face, as you can maybe see in the footage, but I'm going through it in my head right now. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm sweating. It's hot. I'm tired. The air conditioning is too cold. Then it's not hot. So I'm in the car and I say, before I throw up in this car, let me just go sleep.
If there's one thing Zoe's gonna do, it's sleep, and it's sleep with her mouth open.
Yeah, I've never met someone like Zoe that can just fall asleep anywhere on command, whether it's a car, a party, a festival. Like, it really doesn't matter with that girl. It's almost admirable too. Like, I'm a little jealous about that. Like, I can't fall asleep anywhere like that. So kudos to her. Thoughts and prayers to her. Push through, Zoe.
So I fell asleep because I wasn't feeling well, okay? I was hungover and I was tired, and leave it at that. So I fell asleep in the car. The thing about me, I can sleep anywhere. You put me in a festival, you put me in a car, a plane, I will fall asleep. So I fell asleep. I don't know why everyone's making such a big deal out of it. We go up to go interview Pressa. We're in the elevator, just chit-chatting, you know what I'm saying? Finally get to the room. There's already people ahead of us, so obviously Pressa is booked and busy, child, because he's doing back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-backs.
I did not know that this is a 20 people a day type interview type vibe.
A guy opens the door and he looks like he's ready to get tussling bustling.
Homie in a shiesty mask opens the door, and I'm not surprised, honestly. I'm really not surprised. This is very on brand. So,
They definitely looked the part, and it definitely set the tone for the environment. Not that it was uncomfortable or anything, but it was,
Iced out watch, shiesty mask, he's ready to go. So I said, okay, we're definitely at the right location.
bust down chains and bust down watches galore in this place. Once again, I am not surprised. It's cool.
This looks like a Pressa crowd. So we get inside. Publicist is really cool. Everyone's really calm, comfortable. We do a really good interview with him. Pressa was actually surprisingly very talkative.
We're having a really good conversation, I personally am surprised at how much we're getting out of him, because people have said before that he doesn't really like to talk and doesn't really do interviews. So I don't know if it was us or if he's feeling really good, but he's giving us some good answers right now.
Does it get annoying if you're in the States and when people know you're from Toronto, when they try and do the accent? Kind of like flattering.
Yeah. They be like, yo, fam.
Because when I hear a UK accent, I automatically imitate it. So when you're in LA, do people try to imitate when you're talking to them? Because Toronto accent is very, very particular.
They think we're from the UK.
What?
Yeah, fam, because fam originally actually is really a Jamaican thing, but the London people just turned it up. And then when K Coke came out, are you alone, fam? I don't know if you guys know who K Coke is.
One of the originals.
Yeah. So K Coke, when he came on that shit, are you alone, fam? That's that bar right there changed the whole Toronto lingo. Because then everybody's saying, yo, fam. I remember those days no one even used to say fam. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
You a history major?
Nah, my neighborhood. I can tell you history of where the fuck I'm from.
I'm actually really surprised at how well he answered our questions and how well he was engaging with us. So I have no complaints there. I have heard that he's a very mesquite, quiet guy, but I'll give it to him. It was a good interview, at least in my opinion. Clyde is drenched in sweat. He's trying to set up everything. When we get there, they're telling us that we only have 3 minutes to interview Pressa. I said 3 minutes. In my head, I'm like, bitch, 3 minutes.
And then you're with?
Relentless Diaries.
Okay.
It's full house.
So everybody's running behind, and so he has to leave soon, so we need to keep it down to 3 minutes.
Alright, so.
Just because everybody's he has to get out of here.
But, time is money. So I said, we'll make 3 minutes work. We ended up doing a 10-minute interview. But Clyde is literally sweating bullets. He's setting up shit, putting cords together, doing his job. And I said, okay, you just do that. And he's literally drenched in sweat. By the end of the interview, it was a little wild, but I'm just gonna let it slide.
I just need you guys to understand this from my perspective, because Zoe clearly isn't understanding. But yeah, we're given 3 minutes to set up and do all this. I'm trying to set up cords, make sure the camera and the audio is good. And it's hot in there, as Zoe clearly said. And yeah, I'm gonna sweat. I started sweating.
Yeah, I was like, he's not with us. No, just kidding. Okay.
And Zoe is in just complete, utter disbelief that I'm sweating. I guess she's never seen someone sweat or perspire before, even though she was just about to throw up and was sweating herself. But it's fine. So you ate? You feel better?
Much better. I was dehydrated as fuck. That Pressa interview, I was like, yo, please don't throw up. Please don't throw up.
Oh my God. You were going through it, eh?
I was going,
If you threw up on Pressa, we had to end the podcast.
Okay, we're checking out the vibes, seeing what's up. I am not missing my dog Unknown T's performance for nothing, right? Boom. So we're walking towards the stage, the Bet 99 stage, where Unknown T is performing. I don't know who thought that this water bridge was a good idea, but it's clearly not a good idea.
Oh, bitch. Okay, this bridge.
Basically, if you guys can't really tell what this is, it's like, imagine if you put giant Lego blocks across the water as a bridge.
This bridge is a finesse because I am just walking straight. I have no idea that this bridge is the Leaning Tower of Pisa, okay? Get on this bridge, and all of a sudden, we just start rocking the boat. We're literally rocking the boat side to side to side to side. And in my head, I'm like, hold the fuck on. We are literally on a piece of plastic over this nasty, contaminated, lake, pond, puddle, water across from Budweiser stage. It was disgusting.
Yeah, this bridge was definitely violating all types of safety violations. As you can see, this is very blurry footage and shaky footage because it was very hard for me to like stay on my own 2 feet and be able to keep a steady shot at the same time. So yeah, this bridge was kind of hectic.
I'm clearly saying, yo, this is not a good idea. This is not safe at all, especially when people get drunk. It's not gonna work out well.
People are, you know how white people get and drunk white people get, they're trying to rock it more, and I'm cussing and I'm screaming and I'm like, everybody stop, drop and roll, because what the fuck is going on? I am praying for my life walking across this damn bridge. Like, this is fucking collapse. And 2-2s now, when we get back to cross it, they're telling us that, oh, the bridge is broken. Oh, really? I wonder the fuck why.
It's closed. I wonder why it's closed, because this is a disaster waiting to happen.
You know, Tresor is like, we gotta see my dog. We gotta see my dog. I don't know what y'all are doing, but I'm gonna go see Unknown T.
Unknown T's on. You know that's my dog. You know that's my boy. He's killing it as usual.
Keep up again. Belt. Make some fucking noise. God fingers.
Respectfully, I haven't heard Unknown T's music before, but you know, I'm open. One thing about Rolling Loud is it's a good space if you want to get into new music and hear new artists. Tresor's all like, we gotta go see Unknown T. I'm gonna go link Unknown T backstage. I'm gonna text him right now. Rat-ta-ta. And I'm like, okay, so let's go see Unknown T.
I text him. He tells me, yo, link up after my set.
Tresor's kind of hyping it up.
Boom.
So then I'm thinking to myself,
I'm like, all right,
are
cool.
we really about to go and link
Let's
with
link
Unknown
up.
T?
I never ended up linking up with him. So yeah, there's that.
Go see Unknown T. Listen, if he ever sees this, Unknown T really rocked the stage. He is a great performer. I am enjoying it. I'm having a great time.
I'm just happy that the London man them are getting the credit that they deserve. Unknown T and Central C on the same day, you know that I'm there.
Like Rihanna said, it's getting late. I'm making my way over to my favorite place because Central C is about to come on the Bet 99 stage, okay?
This crowd is really big for Central C, and I'm proud of him, you know? But let me tell you guys something, huh? Boy, do women love dudes that are not black and look black. Let me tell you that.
And I've seen pictures of Central C. You know, I'm very familiar with the young fella. I'm trying to enjoy stuff. I love it.
Keep going.
I love it. He's sexy. He can definitely deck the little. I see it. Before I didn't see it. But now he can get a little.
Cause when you really think about it, this is how you know the pandering starts.
Central C's fine ass comes out on stage, and I'm like, yep, that'll do it.
Let me tell y'all when I knew Central C was out of here. When people started like trying to make themselves believe that he's part black in order to like him, that's how I was like, oh yeah, my dog is out.
I mean, yeah, the women love themselves a racially ambiguous guy.
My dog is out of here. I'm happy for him, you know?
He is handsome. You cannot deny that man is not good looking, and he's talented as fuck. He got bars. He's cute. He said he's wearing great tracks for the bulging dot. Like, I'm trying to see it. Give Central C like 1-2 years. He's gonna be headlining Rolling Loud. He had a great crowd for that stage. Kudos.
I'm not even gonna act like I'm a big Lil Skies fan. I don't think I've ever listened to a song of his in my life, like on purpose, put it on.
Lil Skies.
Who is that? Who is that?
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Yeah, but I mean, I genuinely have, like, I am standing in VIP and it's not clicking. Like, nothing's registering in my head. I'm hearing noise. Okay, I'm hearing noise and I'm not completely understanding what the noise is. I don't know if it's a person. I don't know if it's an animal on the stage, but it's not clicking to me. I'm not hearing music. I'm hearing chaos. So there's literally a point where I like turn and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Who is that on the stage? And it turns out, what's his name? His name is Lil Skies.
Pay all this fucking money to just come here and stand like this. Y'all look weird as shit. Turn the fuck up. You are not too cool to jump. Turn the fuck up. Fuck.
I'm not really impressed at what's going on right now. It's a lot of screaming, a lot of ad-libbing, not a lot of actual raps being rapped, and a lot of cussing. Why is he cussing us? Because we're not jumping up and down. Big man, I don't like the performance. I'm sorry. You can't force me to, you can't tell me y'all not too cool to jump. I am not too cool to jump. I will jump when I want to jump. If it's worth jumping, I'ma jump. If it's not worth jumping, I'm not gonna jump. I'm sorry, fam.
Oh, I mean, what Rolling Loud Toronto, like, everyone is coming out. You know, it's the first Rolling Loud in the city. Everyone wants to be involved. Everyone is here. And, you know, my co-host Tresor, he is very well known in the Toronto community. So, you know, every 10 steps, we are literally getting stopped because y'all want to chat up Tresor.
You know, I remember going into filming this thinking like, oh, I'm gonna make it a part of the vlog to film every single time someone recognizes Tresor, and I'm gonna like make a counter or something like that. Bruh, I stopped counting after 8, and that was before we even got to like the third performance of the day, you know?
And these women don't even know how to pronounce his name. I'm hearing Tresor, I'm hearing Tresor, I'm hearing Tresauer. I'm like, what is your name? Have I been calling you the wrong name for this whole time? And he's not even correcting these women. He's letting it slide. So I said, okay, Tresor, if that's what's going on, then that's what's going on. But guys are stopping in. Oh my God, I love your work, my dog. Oh my God, you're the best in the city. Granted, very well known. But yeah, walking with Tresor is like walking with like a sign on your forehead that says, come say hi to the man to my left.
Felt like paparazzi in that bitch.
I made sure that I packed my hand sanitizer because I had a feeling that there's gonna be a lot of random handshakes that I'm doing today, and I am correct.
My guy, Santan Dave, was headlining day 1, so you know we had to go back to the Uber stage to go watch him. Dave always kills his sets.
Where'd you guys go to eat? Kensington? Is Kensington good to eat? No? How's Chubby's? Is Chubby's good? You don't rate Chubby's? Rasta Pasta maybe?
Guy knows.
Yeah, Rasta Pasta's good. Give me a restaurant I can go to. What'd you say? Tim Hortons. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna just stick to music because niggas is telling me Tim Hortons. Let's go.
Ask someone where's the best place to go, someone gonna say Tim Hortons and embarrass the whole city. Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Whoever this person is that just told Dave to go to Tim Hortons when he asked where he should eat in Toronto, go home. Your tickets are revoked for the next 2 days. You are not allowed to come back. Leave expeditiously.
I mean, I like a breakfast sandwich as much as the next guy, but like, really? That's your suggestion for Dave? Of all the things you could suggest?
Day 1 is now over. I'm going home. Don't know where Zoe's going, but I'm not going there.
Yeah, and that was all of day 1. We got literally to sleep. Let's do it for day 2. Day 2. Okay. I am planning to get there on time for the first time because my boy Skept is rocking the stage. But obviously, because you know me, I am late and I am missing Skepta's set.
Now Zoe's high knees, high tails to go try and catch Skeppy, yeah?
We have
Trying
to.
see your London man and that, yeah? Come on, look at her running. I ain't never seen Zoe Cass running my leg. Cass, you better settle down for a titty pop out, girl. Zoe is running to catch Skepta. I wasn't really trying to do that. But in this environment, you have to keep up or you're not finding anybody ever because the reception in this place is completely terrible. I don't know where Clyde is. He said he's here. I don't see him. No idea where he is.
You know, what's crazy is I was there an hour before them. I'm just there waiting for them. I told them I am at Exhibition Station, and they're saying, oh yeah, we're gonna meet you when we're there. And then Tresor tells me, oh, we're at Exhibition, and I'm at Exhibition. I clearly don't see them. And then all of a sudden, they're already at Skepta.
Oh yeah, and then Clyde shows up. I mean, he was like, well, with his little attitude, he's like, oh, so no one's gonna wait for me? No, you guys didn't think to text me? And I said, hello, Skepta's on stage. Okay, my priority is Skepta. It's Skepta, then Clyde. Okay.
I mean, you would think that like Skepta edits and produces all of Zoe's podcasts and gets her oxtail on her birthday and whatnot, you know? So I see where her priorities lie.
One person who I know puts on a good show is Lil Yachty. I'm not the biggest Lil Yachty fan. Like, I don't bump his music that much, but I know his music is festival music. I just want to hear Coffin.
I wanted to get some, footage, right? So I'm like, let's go check out the activations. There's the Bunny Bay bar. There's the basketball court. There's the cereal bar, all these things. Tresor is yelling at me like, I want to see Coffin. I want to see Coffin. I need to see Lil Yachty perform Coffin. And I'm like, okay, well, like, go see him.
Zoie is in the makeup store running amok, and we're there with her.
Next thing I hear is, you see it? You hear it? Do you hear that? Coffin's playing and I'm over here at this damn beauty bar. He's cussing me because apparently I'm the reason why he missed Coffin.
I did not hear Coffin.
Like I said, I wasn't trying to get my hopes up to see anybody or hear any particular song, but I was kind of hoping to hear Coffin. So, I feel Tresor on that.
So whatever, we run over to the other side at the Bet 99 stage to watch the rest of Lil Yachty's set. Tresor's having the time of his life. You would never think that he missed Coffin the way he's flinging his shoulders to every beat of this song, okay? He's enjoying it, so he can whine if he wants to.
We're finally here at his set, and he is killing it. Like I said, he has festival music. Yachty is going crazy.
And then, bruh, old boy pulled up.
So this fine young gentleman is talking to me about how much he loves the podcast and how much he loves Zoie.
I see this man approach Tresor. They're talking, but obviously I don't care what they're talking about because they're having their own conversation.
He's talking to Tresor for a bit, and I'm just kind of messing with my camera. And then he kind of looks and goes, but I'm here to talk to you. And he points at Zoie like that. I'm like, God damn.
So you know me, I'm Chris Paul. I got to throw the ball up by the rim. All he has to do is dunk it.
So at this point, Tresor's being a pass-first point guard and throwing up alley-oops off the backboard for this guy. And he's going up to go catch them. Like, it's kind of crazy to watch.
Go ahead, go talk to her.
All of a sudden, this gentleman gets like all up in my personal space. And he's like, I listened to your podcast. Like, you're a beautiful woman. Let me take you on a date. His hands are going in places. I'm like, what are you doing? But I'm feeding into a little bit. I'm not gonna embarrass him. He was nice, right? He's telling me, I'm gonna take you on a date. I'm gonna apparently, I think he's a chef. He's gonna cook for me. He's talking about sushi for appetizer and this for dessert and homemade cannolis and all these things. And I'm like, okay, I'm just there like, okay.
Yeah, I think old boy was getting a little bit too much confidence because he brought his hype man with him and he's going hard, this is what we do and everything. And I respect it, but it was getting a little bit much.
All right, fam, now you're doing a little bit too much. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit. I'm giving you some time. Use your time on the court wisely, but don't overdo it.
He's chatting me up for a good amount of time, and I'm kind of looking at Clyde and Tresor like, all right, so when are y'all gonna step in? Not saying he needs to go away, but he's talking real close to my face. COVID is still around, you know what I'm saying? He's feeling up my waist. He's grabbing me up, so I'm giving them a side eye, like, when are y'all gonna be my friends and step in? And he's kind of saying, all right, sir, give her a break.
He is applying full court pressure. This is Patrick Beverley in the playoffs against Russell Westbrook, picking up 94 feet, full court press. I don't know if I'm shocked or if I'm impressed with what this young man is doing right now.
So he gets to the point where he's talking, he's bigging himself up, and he's looking at Tresor and Clyde, and he's like, how can they just contain themselves around you? And I'm like, well, what the fuck do you expect them to do? He's very lucky we don't have this footage because there was a point where he literally grabbed my chin and like tried to lean in for a kiss, and I said, "Screw it."
And it was at that point where we were kind of like, all right, fam, you're done here. All right, let's dial it back a little bit.
That was the moment for me where I was like, okay, Clyde, Tresor, now. And Tresor was like, all right, guy, you're scaring her. And I'm like, you are, because you were doing okay. He was applying enough pressure where it wasn't scary, but then you got to the point where it was like, okay, now you want to kiss me in public? Are you okay?
Okay, Nana, it's time to go home. Granny, pass your bedtime, Granny. Time to go home, Nana. From Maine.
Whose nanny is this? And why is she here by herself? Granny, I understand that you like music, but it's time to go home. And as Toronto has it, Toronto has to Toronto again.
You know, I don't think it would be Toronto rolling loud if something didn't occur that was, excuse my French, fuckery. And honestly, I still don't completely understand what the incident was, but I just remember we are standing in VIP, talking to people, you know, socializing. All of a sudden, I just hear, vroom, vroom, move, 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 move.
Why are there 50 police officers with AK-47s running in front of me? I'm here talking to some baddies, and there's AK-47s passing my view every 2.5 seconds. What is going on now? Like, can't we just relax?
Yeah, it was kind of a tense situation, but honestly, I felt bad for Cass more than anybody else.
And, Cass, God bless her soul. The Caucasian in Cass, the Caucasian in Cassandra really jumped out, okay? I'm not saying that I'm used to police commotion by any means. I'm not saying that, I'm used to places where they might get shot up. Not at all. But I know how to keep my cool until it's necessary to not be cool anymore. And I didn't think it was at that point where we needed to freak out. Cass is shook. She is freaking out. She wants to go home. Her face is white as a ghost. Looks like she's about to burst out in tears. I'm just like, girl, let's go to the bathroom because we need to shake it off. The niggas are looking, okay? Now we scaring the niggas. We gotta shake it off like we've been here before, okay? Let's just be cool.
All right, I think we're gonna leave because right now it's not looking too good. And I know this tactic of not telling anyone that stuff is done because you don't want people to riot.
In my head, I'm ready to go. It's like 10:30. Future's not out. I'm like, let's just go. We're walking, and I get everyone on board. We're walking towards the exit. Some nice, beautiful, I think her name was Frenchie. Some nice, beautiful girl comes up and she's like, hey guys, I love your podcast. Just want to let you know, like, don't leave. Future's coming out.
Shout out this girl that just told us not to leave.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Frenchie. Wouldn't have seen Future.
I'm like, fine. If you think he's going to come out, then let's go. And it turns out Future came out. And, I feel like because of the whole shooting fiasco, his set was shorter than it was intended to be, which kind of sucked. He did like 30 seconds of March Madness.
This is a cool performance, but one thing is, why are all the songs so short? I don't want to hear 30 seconds of March Madness. I need the whole 2 minutes and 25 seconds of that joint.
And it was, I love Future, but I did wish that, that didn't happen so he could have came on time and gave us a full set. But, it is what it is.
You telling me you falling out of love with me? I love this song, but this means it's time to go. I know this is Future's last song, and let's leave before the stampede arrives.
Day 2 after party was definitely more my vibe. We are going to Santan Dave's private Soho House party. I had a really good time.
So now we're at Dave's private party. This is Zoe's stomping grounds. Like, this is her thing, you get me? This is a new thing for me. So I'm just here enjoying the vibes. It's cool, a couple people in there. Dave's in there, my dog AJ Tracy, my dog H, a few of the London people that I've passed through over the years. Not passed through as in like women, just like dudes that I know, you feel me? Because I haven't really hit the international scoreboard yet with the London shorties, but I feel like eventually that'll probably happen. Shout out all of my... Never mind, we'll talk about that later in the DMs again.
Oh, my lip gloss on for this one. Because we're really, really going to get into it.
All right, let's talk about it.
I look up. I see Zoe perplexed on her phone.
I get a phone call from Clyde. He's like, hey, did you park outside my place? I said, yeah, I'm parked outside your place. What's wrong? He goes, nothing. He's like, no, your car's fine. So I'm like, what could possibly be wrong that he's calling me at like 1 a.m. asking me about my car?
I'm going through all my equipment. I have a lot of equipment with me, and I realize that I don't have my camera.
He finally discloses to me that he lost his camera.
And I'm like, yo, what's going on? She says, Clyde lost his camera.
Lost your camera? Where? How do you lose your camera? Where is it? Was it not in your bag? Did you have it?
I look at Cass. Cass looks at me in shock. You guys know why we're looking at each other in shock?
Go outside to Cass and Tresor. I'm like, Clyde's texting me saying that he thinks he lost the camera. Tresor looks at Cass. Cass looks at Tresor, and both their faces drop.
We just saw a camera in the road, and I think that was Clyde's camera.
Yeah, and Tresor apparently saw the camera lying in the street, which was kind of like a sick joke at that point, you know?
I said, huh? They said, yeah, there was a camera in the middle of the street, but they didn't want to pick it up because, they didn't know if it was Clyde's, and it was this huge, big issue. And I was like,
The odds of this happening are completely insane. She asked me if I should pick up the camera. I said no because I didn't think that we should pick up some random camera in the middle of the road. Camera could have monkeypox on it. I don't want to touch anything that's just in the streets of downtown Toronto. I just don't think that's a good idea. And plus, I don't think that our camera would be just in the road. You feel me?
Turns out we get back to my car. The camera's not there. The camera is lost. We lost the entire day 2 footage.
So yeah, at this point,
At this current moment, I know how Clyde is. He's probably like wishing upon a star or like in his bathroom crying in the shower. You feel me? Clyde, don't worry about it. You feel it's okay. Accidents happen, my boy. You good.
Yeah, I wasn't in good spirits. I was definitely sick. I mean, I lost all the footage. Like, we had the greatest footage ever. Like, this really would have been a movie if I had all this footage. You guys don't understand. And yeah, I was sick.
Everything that we had from day 2 is gone. We don't have a single second to show for it because Clyde left the camera on the trunk of my car and I drove off without knowing.
And Zoe was understandably not happy.
Why? What do you want me to say? This fucking dumbass bitch nigga?
That's kind of what I am.
No.
In that situation. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you are, but I'm not going to say that. I was disappointed though.
Day 3 rolling loud. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I'm extremely tired right now, but my driving motivations for today are 2 people, a Mr. Fabio Foreign and a Mr. WizKid.
Yeah, day 3, the morale is low amongst the group, and I obviously contributed pretty heavily to that. And yeah, it's just not a vibe like it was the previous 2 days.
Day 3, I'm over it at this point. I know it sounds really bad, but I kind of like, I want to go, but I don't want to go. And I think the weather played a huge factor in that. I believe that if Rolling Loud Toronto had a way stronger day 3 lineup and the weather was nice, I wouldn't have felt this way. But we wake up on Sunday morning, we look at the lineup. It's not really like giving for us. It's not doing what we want it to do. So we decide, let's really only go for like Fabio, WizKid, maybe Ski Mask, see what's up.
Fabio's not coming. Would you look at that, huh? So now one of 2 people that I wanted to see today is not gonna be there. Of course, just my luck. I wanted to sing Big Drip.
Tresor looks like he saw a go. He's looking at his phone, refreshing the Rolling Loud Toronto page, looking for Fabio's name. And Fabio's not there anymore because he had border issues and he couldn't make it. So at that point, we're like, fuck it. Like, do we even want to go?
Fabio not being here definitely hurt me. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram, like the story that Zoe posted. Where are they walking off to?
The weather right now is not it. just the vibe outside right now is not it. And it looks like there's way less people than it was yesterday. And I know you can't just buy tickets to one day. So what is everyone doing with their tickets that they're buying for today?
The weather is giving Halloween haunt. On the way there, I feel it raining. I'm just not into it. The camera is lost. I'm stressed about missing all this day 2 footage. I was hoping that day 3 might be good to get that extra oomph in vlog footage, but it wasn't giving. The crowd was significantly smaller on day 3. Day 3, the energy's a little bit low, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe because, you know, it's a little cold today, it's a little rainy. Even Loud Club not looking too loud. You think you can go get in there today? You wanna go? It was empty. You wanna go today, Mark? Maybe when WizKid gets on the stage, you know, we'll get some hype. Too much. We're kind of, everyone's energy's low. You can feel it in the group. We're all kind of just over it at this point. But, you know, we're here. Let's make the best of it. Let's go over to Bet 99 stage and let's see Ski Mask, the Slum God, right? He had an 8 p.m. time slot.
I think you just got to understand how angry people are going to be if you advertise Ski Mask the Slum God to be on stage and then all of a sudden Chromazz pops up.
I'm confused at why it's 8 o'clock and Chromazz is on stage because according to the directory, it is supposed to be Ski Mask the Slum God. And the last time I checked, Ski Mask the Slum God was not a Latina.
Hey, yo, Chromazz, you ready?
All of a sudden, I hear, Chromazz, you ready? I'm like, no, she's not ready because she's not here.
So where is Ski? Where's Ski? Where is Ski? I came to hear Catch Me Outside freestyle.
All I hear is, hey, are you fucking stupid? And I'm like, okay, is that a soundbite? That better be a soundbite, the DJ soundbite.
First fucking lady, like fucking no! Hold on, let me come over there. Let me come over there, man. Yo, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Guys, I cannot believe what I am witnessing with my own 2 eyes. I have never seen pandemonium, how do you say the word? Pandemonium? I have never seen pandemonium like this in my life. The boos are deafening. These people finding toilet paper rolls to throw on the stage. People are throwing beer, toilet paper rolls. I just saw a Yeezy fly on the stage. Phones are flying on. Do you know how mad you have to be to throw your phone?
I've been to concerts most of my adult life. My first concert, I was like 10 years old. I've never, ever heard a crowd boo a performer the way they booed Chromazz, and rightfully so. Respectfully, what the fuck are you doing here at 8 p.m.?
Because there was even a moment there where I thought to myself, what could this woman have done to make everybody so mad? But then she started saying the N-word, and yeah.
You're still watching with your eyes wide open. I love it. I love it. Hey, yo, let's get it. Yo, start the sound, my nigga.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
She said it. What are you gonna do?
She kept saying the N-word.
Did he just suck her toes on stage? I'm leaving. I am leaving this premises. Rolling Loud should be terminated for this moment right here.
And you know, another thing that was really foul about that whole experience is that that girl performed her whole set, I don't know how long it was, like 10 minutes or something, completely barefoot. So she was walking all across that stage barefoot, and that man was licking and sucking on her toes after she did so. So that's crazy.
People are throwing like beer cans and water bottles. I don't know where people got toilet paper. Did someone run to the bathroom? Like, did they plan for this? People were throwing rolls of toilet paper at her. It was a mess.
This can't be real. This cannot be real.
So, you know, my 2 co-hosts think that they're basketball stars. They believe that they have the basketball gene. They think that if they weren't into podcasting, they'd be in the NBA. So they wanted to prove that to us and go to the basketball Flair Airlines little activation court that they had.
You guys know that if I had warmed up or if I was wearing my proper shoes, I would have put that dunk down. I'm just letting y'all know.
So the creators and founders of Rolling Loud, they said that they want Rolling Loud to be the Disneyland of hip hop, the adult Disneyland of hip hop. So it was cool that they had activations like the makeup bar, the basketball court, the tattoo shop, and the barber shop. Now, you know, as a woman, I'm not getting no fade, I'm not getting no lineup, because, you know, as a woman who has long hair, I don't need to.
Me personally, I'm not getting a tattoo at a festival, and I'm not getting a number 3 with a fade from a festival. But good on these people that are doing it. You feel me? Sometimes you need to look fresh in the middle of the thing, so go ahead, bro.
The tattoo thing, I mean, like I said, really cool activation. I really understand what they were doing. It's a whole like memories, and you know, you'll have a tattoo that shows you've been to Rolling Loud, but it's kind of like there's a selection of tattoos that you can select, and the tattoos weren't really giving my type of style that I want on my body forever. Again, it's more of a white people thing, but you know, shout out to them. They live and they rock and roll.
Ending off this festival, I'm excited to see WizKid because y'all know, I just feel like everybody loves WizKid. How can you not love WizKid? I'm excited for this performance.
He had an amazing performance, okay? WizKid can put on a fucking show. He utilized the entire stage. He had a really good band. He had really great background singers. He had fireworks going and fire and amazing graphics on the screen. WizKid really did what he came to do. He headlined a great Sunday night. I had a great time. You know, he performed Soko, that's my track. Obviously, he performed one of the best songs of all time.
Essence is on. I feel like this is WizKid's last song. It's time to go. I'm not staying. I want to stay, but I'm not about to do that.
We enjoyed the first like 10 seconds in the crowd. Then we start walking towards the back to make it to our car before the crowd rushes in. But his last song was Soko, which I had to like, you know, do my little dance on the way across the bridge to leave. But you know, like I said, WizKid shut down the stage. He was one of the highlights for me for the whole weekend.
Rolling Loud weekend is over. I have come to the conclusion that I am not a festival man. This festival really could have been 2 days instead of 3, and I need 48 hours to recover before I can have any sort of human interaction at all.
And thank you, Rolling Loud, for having us. Hope you'll have us back next year, if there is a next year.
And honestly, that was the end of an eventful weekend of Rolling Loud 2022. I personally would go to another Rolling Loud. I wouldn't say I'm not a festival person. I definitely enjoyed it, and I think it was great for the city. You know what I'm saying? But I think there are some talking points that Rolling Loud needs to, the board or the group needs to come to. Do not invite Chromazz back, and like let's give some of the big artists like better time slots. There's no reason why 5EO and Shensia should be at 5 p.m. Give them better prime time. So I think if they go back to the drawing board a little bit, just like, you know, tweak certain things, kind of fit the Toronto market, I think they'll continue to have successful shows in the city. But I said I would go back. I did have a good time, but that's pretty much it for Zoe's first Rolling Loud experience.